Welcome back to A Different Opinion. I hope you guys have been enjoying the content, like I've been saying in the past, and if you have been enjoying it, please leave a like on the videos if you do like the video. Comment your thoughts if I did miss something or if I didn't, and also subscribe if you do want to see my future videos, and at least I know that some people might be enjoying the content. But this one here, I'm jumping straight into it. It's to do with sports, but it's also to do with it being a bit of wokeness there in France. So it's Stars anti-gay snub divides football world. So it's just about pretty much their thinking that this is what a certain player is thinking without being able to prove it in evidence. So I'll jump straight into it. A group fighting homophobia in soccer has called on the French League and Paris Saint-Germain to ask player Idrissa Gueye for an explanation after he missed a game last week amid reports that he refused to play because he did not want to wear a rainbow-colored number on the back of his jersey. See, this is the funny bit here is they think that they can force people to wear certain things. I mean, whenever in recent times have you been able to tell someone you got to wear this, otherwise, you know, you're getting fined or you're getting this? Like that's not freedom, is it? The Senegal midfielder traveled with his teammates to Montpellier last weekend for Saturday's French League game in Southern City, but did not play, with PSG coach Mauricio Pochettino citing personal reasons to justify his absence on the field. For the second consecutive season, professional clubs in the country have been invited to label their players' shirts with coloured numbers using the rainbow flag, the symbol of the LGBTQ. Oh, look at this. They didn't even do the plus or nothing like that. Wow. I hope they're going to hold them accountable for this. LG, whatever it is, movement. According to a person with a direct knowledge of the incident, Gueye did not play because he did not want to wear a rainbow-colored number on the back of his shirt. The person spoke on condition of anonymity because the player has not yet commented publicly on the incident. Yet again, I don't believe this one bit. I mean, if he did, so what? Like, if you don't want to wear a rainbow-colored jersey or rainbow-colored number, that's your decision. At the end of the day, I'm sorry. If you don't like it, you don't like it. That's your deal. You got to deal with it, unfortunately. That's like what you see more and more in this day's culture is, for example, Dave Chappelle with his shows. People would literally go to a show, know what he's going to joke about, and still get offended and get angry at him. You do not have to watch this. You do not have to be there. You don't have to put yourself in that situation to get offended. It's like people literally go out of their way to get offended. No, you're doing something, and I'm going to actually go and pay money to see this and get worked up about this just so I can be offended. It's a snowflake time, isn't it? French radio RMC first reported on the reason why Gueye skipped the match. The Rogue Direct group said in a message posted on Twitter that PSG and the league should not exclude the possibility of sanctioning Gueye. There's no proof. Just because one person came ahead saying it does not mean it's true. I'm sorry. Homophobia is not an opinion, but a crime, the group said. Homophobia is not an opinion, but a crime. Wow, so if someone just says, I don't want to be wear a rainbow-colored number, I'm sorry, unless he has said some homophobic slurs, unless he's literally, you know, said things to homophobic people, there's nothing of that sort. I'm sorry. And now, just because he doesn't wear a number that's, you know, rainbow-colored, like they said, it might be personal reasons. I want to see evidence before you start jumping through and wanting to literally say it's a crime. It's insane the way we're heading. The case has become a political issue in both Senegal and France. Obviously, Senegal speaks French as well. That's why a lot of Senegal and Cote d'Ivoire players play in France. Senegal's president Macky Sall tweeted his support to Gueye, writing in French, I support Idrissa Gueye. His religious convictions must be respected. That's the thing that people don't understand. Just because you're in France or we're in a first world country somewhere doesn't mean that the same opinions are being held in Africa, where it's a whole different, you know, belief system over there. You know, some people might be really, really religious, and if they show that, they might be castrated back in Africa. You don't know. And this is the annoying thing, is someone, he tries to, let's just make believe here. Follow the ride with me. So let's just say he doesn't want to wear the number because he doesn't look like he wants to support homophobic kind of LGBTQ, all that type of plus stuff. You know, at the end of the day, That's his decision, still, in my opinion. If he doesn't want to wear it, he doesn't want to wear it. That doesn't hurt. Like, the other players were still playing. Secondly, literally back in Africa, if he does wear it, there might be bigger, like, fallout with maybe his religion or his people over there that say, how dare you wear that? You know, that's against what we believe. That's the difference, is people's beliefs are different in certain countries. Like, you can't force your beliefs on people just because of, like, wear a number, wear a color on your number. Like, why do they even have that? I'm serious. So weird. Like, there's no more freedom in choices anymore. I mean, when one of the South African cricket players, he's quite famous, De Kock is his name, and they literally said just before the game, they said, you got to take a bow for the BLM movement. So as we all know now, all this stuff came out about BLM, how they've been spending millions upon millions of dollars, they're corrupt, and like, this is literally the findings they found with their tax audit and everything that's come through. Also, he didn't take a knee, and he literally got castrated by the whole cricket world. Everyone's saying he's a racist, he's a bigot, how dare he do that? And literally, he has so many friends of color, and also apparently he is part color as well. So to attack someone like that without knowing the story is what this world has become. Like, you could be the nicest person in the world, but the media is just going to portray you in one way, and people jump to conclusions these days without looking at the evidence. All he said was, I don't want to take a knee, I just want to play cricket. And literally, they just told him just before the game. So this is professional sport worldwide, and just before the game, they say, you got to take a knee, otherwise you don't even know what's going to happen. No one knew at the time what was going to happen if he didn't take the knee, and the blowback was ridiculous. I mean, sponsorship deals, I mean, the whole world cricketing world saying that he's racist and everything. But it's like anything, any news story these days, is the whole media jumps on it for a little while and move on to the next one. That person's a racist and a bigot. Move on to the next one. This person is transphobic. Move on to the next one. It's a bad world, man. Like, and it's just getting worse as well with it and the next generations coming through. But what do you do? Homosexual relationships are considered a crime in Senegal. See my point, what I'm trying to prove, and can be punished with 1 to 5 years in prison. There's many countries around the world where homosexual relationships is a crime, where you literally go to jail, and I believe even in some countries can put death. It just writes itself, doesn't it? But yeah, how dare you not wear a number on your back? Valérie Pécresse, the conservative candidate in the French presidential election last month, joined a criticism of Gueye, the player of football club, and those of PSG in particular are identification figures for our young people, she wrote on Twitter. They have a duty to set an example, she says. A refusal by Idrissa Gueye to join the fight against homophobia could not remain without sanctions, she says. This is insane. These people are freaking crazy. Just because he doesn't wear a number on the back, where in his home country, he could literally go to jail for 1 to 5 years if there's, like, a homophobic relationship. Who knows? Even if he supports it, some people might find him guilty anyway. As we know, in Africa, it is very corrupt. So anything could happen. Why would you even test it? And then also, to literally say they have a duty to set an example, a refusal to join the fight against homophobia, just because he doesn't wear the rainbow-colored number, says it's a refusal to join the fight against homophobia. It's insane. What do you even say about it? Just because you refuse the number, that means that you don't want to fight against homophobia. It's insane. L'Equipe newspaper reported that Gueye had already missed a corresponding match last season when all teams wore shirts with rainbows, citing a bout of gastroenteritis. Homophobic chants often heard at French league games have been tolerated for a long time by many club officials, and soccer authorities have struggled to find the appropriate ways of tackling the issue. The French league, however, launched the action plan 3 years ago, allowing spectators to report sexist, homophobic, or racist incidents they witness. So, I mean, that's moving ahead. There is a lot of that in soccer. I mean, soccer, football, whatever you call it, it is literally one of the most, with chants, especially with racism, sexism, all that stuff in the sport. It is massive. I mean, they are clamping down on it, which is good to see. Just because you might not like a player you shouldn't attack them for these things. You know, I don't agree with that at all. I mean, they're out there playing a sport, and they don't deserve to be chanted all this stuff. I mean, if you're gonna insult him, just insult him normally. You don't have to bring, you know, those type of things into it. Disagree with people doing chants like this, but just because someone doesn't want to wear a rainbow number, that is their decision. And let's say someone, it is against their religion to wear a certain color, or, you know, they're not allowed to eat pork. They're not going to make them eat pork, are they? So just because they disagree and don't want to wear something, that's their decision. There is no more freedom of choice in this world, and I mean, it's spreading. Like, all these crazy lunatics, kind of these woke people are like really pushing out. But yet again, like you do hear more and more, is it's only the really small percentage of people that are actually making this much noise. So it might literally only be 5% of people are making the noise of about 40% of people. So people really think, oh wow, this is actually a massive deal. But in reality, it's not. It's just because they're off their heads. As soon as they smell a little bit of blood, they're like piranhas, and they all go around it and, you know, start attacking people, attacking, cancel them, cancel them. Now, if you see with Netflix how they're letting people off, the woke employees, and canceling a lot of woke programs, you do notice now the world is taking charge and realizing, you know what, this is messed up. We need to stop this stuff now. And hopefully it's just not a little bit too late, because people walking around with the blue hair and everything like that, you got to watch out. But I'll end it on that one. Let me know what you think about, you know, do you think that it's right that he doesn't want to wear the number? Is he within his rights to do that? Which I believe he is. Do you think he should have worn it? Let me know in the comments. If you did like the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see my future videos. But thanks for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.